What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Silly cat. Hey, baby. What's up, my baby? What's up, baby? There's my rowdy kitten. Another calico. There's Trouble. There's Sam. Sam 3. Got my kittens out. That's one of my kittens right there. Another one here is been hand raised in the house. So, guys, we're welcoming you back here to Beamer Son Garage. And we've had a couple comments, and we want to clear some comments up to people, okay? These cars, the comments are rotting, letting them junk, and letting them rust, and letting them go to... These cars were bought, and we saved these cars, okay? Almost every one of these cars was either bought out of a junkyard, or we saved it from the crusher. We saved it from being parted out. Okay, so let's go to show a couple of them here. Okay, here's the 72 Mustang fastback that had a 302 in it, C4, and when we found it, it was missing the drivetrain. Had no engine, no transmission. All the wiring was chopped under the hood. This thing was going to the crusher. It was missing the left front fender. It was smashed in the back, and we pulled it out some. Got some rear frame rail damage right now, shoving the tail or the deck lid up. And so I bought this car with the intention of putting a 302 in it, and I've always wanted to build a big block Mustang. So we saved this car from being completely parted out and then junked, and I put this 429 with a C6 in it. I have a full-size convertible, XL convertible it came out of with 80,000 miles, and the radiator and all went over. It's the radiator of the XL. It's a cross-flow radiator, and that's a 429 cubic inch big block Ford engine. They call it a 385 series engine, same as a 460. Different than a 428 or 390. Those are FE engines, and the wiring was chopped. And you can see I butt connected it and put it all back together and gave me all the power I needed to get going again. And I drove this car. So this car was saved right from it was already being parted out. And then I think I bought 2 fenders for it. I believe I bought that fender too. It was missing both fenders. I put 2 fenders on it and engine, transmission, and I used to drive this car around. And we're going to get back to this car. Right now, I'm going in the winter. We're hoping to get this trailer moved and some of these cars so we can get the garage opened up, get that Challenger out, and then throw a tarp over it. Okay, here's another one. I traded a dirt bike for this car. I traded a YZ, 1982 YZ 125 that I had $600 in it. I traded it for this car. This car was going to be parted out. It was already, the dash was robbed. This car was going to the scrapyard. This car was history. But I traded a guy a dirt bike for it and got this car. That's how I got that car. Over here. This car was bought out of a salvage yard. It's got a salvage title. We saved it from being parted out or being totally just, trashed and junked. This car here, we bought this in a junkyard. Me and my son did. And I didn't want it. My son, he pushed for it, and he got it. It's a 64 Dodge 880. It's a pretty cool little 2-door. I mean, not a little 2-door, but a pretty cool 2-door. I guess that'd be the C platform, which we'd have called a B, but it may not be a B platform, but it's a pretty big car. But my boy saved it, and we bought it in a junkyard. It was going to be parted out. Here's another one, some same junkyard. A Crown Vic. I bought this car. I put an engine in it. I drove this car. I drove the wheels up this car. And I put some tires on it. I never did wear up the second set of tires, but I wore out a set of tires with this car. I mean, the list just goes on and on here, guys, of cars that we bought and saved. And we get this, just let them rot. We saved them. They wouldn't even be here anymore. Okay, here's another one. 68 Coronet. Now this thing here, I bought it for, I think, $100. It was missing the rear end. It had no title. They sold the rear end out from under it, and it had no title. This car was going to the scrapyard, and I bought it. I put a rear end in it. I got a title for it. One of my great friends helped me. He was able to get a title for the car, and then now it's in my name. and I drove the wheels off this car. Here's another one. I bought this car off a guy, and it was going to the junkyard. He pulled the engine out of it. All it had was a tranny and dry shaft. I put a 318 in. I saved this car, 65 Barracuda, the original 6-cylinder car. It's got a 318 in it. Now, I mean, it just beats me that, you know, it's beneath me too that people, you know, think what they want to think. Oh, you're just letting them rot. I mean, dude, we're working on them. Okay, it's wintertime. We'll be able to, you know, we'll be doing more and more, you know, as time goes on. I've done so much work around here. The last 11 years, I've had this property my mother and father got for me, and there's a lot more coming. There's a lot more coming. There's a flywheel gear we're going to get for this truck here. Get the old boom truck up and going. A dent in the oil pan here. Got to pull this dent out, hit this car brake line, and it'd be up and going. Roadrunner, we got a RV recently with a 440 in it. It's going to be running again. So there's a lot going on. Going to be going on. Stay tuned, guys. This video here is just for those people that are just, oh, sound to somebody else, you know, or, oh, just letting them rot, you know. Now, that's your opinion, dude. You know what the truth is? We save these cars. And that's it. See you in the next one, guys. Check out my friends Access Auto Parts. Jamie Phillips is Access Auto Parts. Scott Speed Shop. See you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye. 65 Catalina. Save that one, too.